Alright, so from what you guys saw, don't mind this, I was playing with rope, just tying different knots. So from what you guys have seen so far, which is basically nothing, I kind of wanted to show you guys like what I'm using, what's in my tackle bag exactly. So first we'll start off by the tackle bag, which I'm sure you already saw, but it's just a plain-o tackle bag. And I don't know if these are like defects. I don't know if you guys can like see that, but it literally says Realtree, like they used some kind of like a Realtree shirt or something. So this one is actually this one. This is actually the Guggen Zinger spinnerbait. If you guys know, in Upstate, we really didn't have anything in the store. When it came down to Guggen Squad stuff, it was all just their soft plastics. These I'm pretty sure came out this season. And Field and Stream over in Latham had just put them out when I went there. And this was something that I was looking for. I saw on Lunker's TV that he had a prototype bait that he was using, but I noticed that he had a trailer on it. So it was either a chatterbait or a spinnerbait. And I guess I was right on both, because they came out with both a chatter, so a buzzbait, and a spinner. This is a KBD. I don't know what size this is. I know this is a 3/8 ounce for the Guggen Squad. This is a KBD spinner. It's just got a white hula skirt, white, yellow, and I'm not sure what that color is, guys, because I'm colorblind as hell. The Guggen Squad one's kind of, I guess we would call this more of a natural color. So put that out to the side. Hooks. If you guys know, because of all this craziness that's been happening, Field and Stream, Dick's is closed. So with Dick's being closed, you really have limited options when it comes to hooks. So you gotta go to Walmart. You gotta buy all Eagle Claw. Not terrible hooks. I use them. These are all just my worm hooks, my wide gap worm hooks. Then you got 4/0 and 3/0. I don't think I went any low. Oh, I got 2/0 as well. So that's that. I got some Strike King shimmy sticks, smoky shad. And if you guys, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in some of my bags, what I like to do is I like to take the baits that I don't really use, and I practice Texas rigging them. This is on a weedless hook, actually, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know. The problem is with a lot of the wide gap worm hooks, I don't know what it is with me, but for some reason my bait always kind of slides down, and that's probably just because I'm using hooks that don't have anything that kind of grip that. I mean, if you guys see, these are just bare hooks. I just kind of like put it up and then try to spin it on, which is like the only way that I know how to do it. But you know, I'm learning. I'm new. If you couldn't tell from the first video, I'm very new to this whole thing. Some Rage Swimmers, which is made by Strike King. Now, I see a lot of people's videos, and I noticed that when they're discussing everything that they buy, it's like, so yeah, guys, we have these, and that's it. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. I've used these a couple times. I really like them. I wouldn't say that. Again, I'm not a soft plastic guy, but these things swim really well. These little Rage Swimmers, they swim really well. And if you guys didn't know, so these clamshell styles, and again, you guys probably know more than I do, but I know that the clamshell styles, they make these so when they don't get, you know, when you package them and you press down on them, these tails will get screwed up and they don't swim right. And the clamshell styles are a really good idea for baits, and that's why I like the guys that we're going to talk about after this. More power baits. They got hooks in them, pre-rigged. The Yums Crawdads, which is weird because these aren't crawdads at all. These are tubes. But hey, this is what happens when you run over to Walmart and you kind of, it's so hard to go to Walmart for me because I always end up in the fishing section regardless, and I always end up walking away with like 4 or 5 of these just because they're always in the dollar bin, and I'm like, you know what? Why not? Let's just give it a shot. It's made in the USA. Can't argue with that. Some more Yums. The Dingers. Hit dingers. Play that insert clip right now.
Hi, my name's Alfred DeLeo.
Carolina.
At home they call me Big Al, and I hit dingers.
They got yellowtails. Very, I like the way these look in the water. It's really natural. But again, I've used it once. And again, guys, if you, like I said, if you guys notice, I pre-rig a lot of stuff. So, it just kind of happens. I just do it just to do it. It's just practice. Then I got more young. These are the Christy Craws. And these are just black and blue. But honestly, only like one is black and the rest of them are all blue. And again, $1. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? $1 is what you get. You get one black crawl and the rest of them are just blue. And then, you know, like hints of black. And then obviously there's some more natural colored worms in here. Which I had one laying around and I don't know where they went. Because it's not these. But I have natural ones laying around somewhere. I don't know. I got a ton of stuff that we still got to go over. And I'm at like the 9-minute mark and I got to edit all this. So, hand warmers. If you guys know in upstate New York, you know. I don't even need to go into depth on that. I got some more plastics. These are just more power baits. They're more Berkeley power baits. They're just brown. More of like a natural color. What'd you get, lure? Boom. Big old rat. I don't know how big this thing is. All I know is that they're not cheap. They're like $30, and we're gonna do something with that. I might actually do something with that soon. Maybe the next couple days. I think like 2 days or so. We might do something with that rat. More hooks. Boom. See you later. Goodbye. Get out of my face. On to the big boys, who I like, who I would classify their plastics literally in the top 2, and they'd be number 1. So I might get some crap for that, but that's okay. These are the Guggen Squad rattling nets. Okay. These are by far, I've never seen a soft plastic with a rattle. It's kind of hard to hear that, but then we got the Rage Swimmers. Whoa, sorry. Then we have the Guggen Baits Saucy Swimmers. And I mean, these are, they're nice. These are green pumpkin pearl. Again, these, now don't get me wrong, these and these swim exactly the same. They're the same design. There's no way around that. But they make a really good trailer for the spinner. And I really like using them as a trailer. I also like using them on a weighted Texas rig. Probably come spawn, you'll see me probably throw that a lot more, just so I can kind of like pop right onto a bed. We got the Juicy Jig. This is a casting jig, 3/8 ounce. Nice color. If you guys want to see these, obviously it's Catchco makes all these lures in collaboration with them. So, and we have the Kraken Craws. These are just natural Kraken Craws. And again, there's another good trailer, and there's also something you could throw Texas rigged up, and you could do weighted Texas rigs as well. But really, really nice designs. Again, clamshell style to not crimp up those little their little claws. And I like these a lot too. I've used 2 of them, and I probably should stop putting my plastics back when I'm done using them. What do we got? The 10-inch Mondo worm. And these are natural colored as well. At the time that I bought all this, they didn't have all the colors that they have. So where we were at was just out of stock. It was just, everything was natural. It was either natural or watermelon red flake. So I bought the 10-inch Mondo worms. Again, clamshell. Super good idea. And we have the trench hogs. These things are massive. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that their junior sizes are out now. So you can get these Kraken Craws at probably about that big in total. Like, if you cut these off, they're probably that big. With these little appendages as well. And again, you could swim these things. Like I did it in the I did it at the lake the other day, just to kind of test it out, just kind of getting a feel for soft plastics in a whole. Again, boom, here we go. Watermelon red flake, 5-inch lunker locks, and don't mind the duct tape. But again, this is something that I use a lot. I've lost 2 of them to a tree stump. I was very upset. And I was going to say, oh, during the summer, I'll just hop in the water and go grab. But by then, they're going to swell up. They're going to look all stupid. So I'll just buy new ones. Because, again, I like the brand. So then we got the Slim Shake worms. And these are green pumpkin. Which, again, this was kind of hard to come by. Because these were the only ones left. And these were the only choices that I had. Now that I went back, unfortunately, with the way that things are working now, it's closed until actually today. So maybe I'll take a look, and maybe I'll shoot out and grab some more. I'm not sure. Lipless crank, the clutch, the gold clutch. Now, everything that you need to know about these lures, I don't need to tell you, but it's right on the back of the box. Diving depth, sinking, length 2.5 inches, weight 1/2 ounce. Gold clutch. This thing swims so well, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but I like to keep everything in the box still. But when you're looking at baits, Jesus, man, those hooks are so ridiculous. They're super sharp. So a lot of times when you guys see like a lot of cranks, like a lot of lipless cranks, these hooks touch, and you don't want that, because I'm sure you guys have experienced it, where you kind of see that your treble hooks are just sticking together. So you go to throw, and this thing catches up on itself and flips over, and it just locks itself up, and then you get nothing. It's just literally just I don't even know what you would call it. I'm not sure. But yeah, lipless crank, the clutch. This comes in so many different colors. There's so many of these. There's so many hard baits that they have. I know recently they put out some frogs, and I'm down to buy those as well. So I'm happy about that. Then I got the blooper. This is just a top water. It's basically a plopper. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's a blooper. They call it a blooper. Hula popper, something like that. Length 2 3/4. Weight 3/8 ounce. This is a top water bait, and I mean you can just pop that sucker right on through the water. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Upstate Angler. I don't know what we're gonna do with the name, guys. It's difficult to figure out. There's a lot of upstate anglers, and I think I need to find my own thing. I thought that it was an original idea. I never did the research. I didn't look, so I guess we'll figure that out in due time. But until next time, guys.